This is Copper 90's 10 Wonderkids to watch out for this season. At 10 is Phil Foden at Manchester City, a technically gifted, left-footed, English creative midfielder starting to break through at a top English club. We've seen this script before. Foden's similarities with Jack Wilshere are plain to see. So he'll no doubt be striving to make sure his career trajectory doesn't follow the same curve as the Arsenal midfielder. City's midfield is stacked with talented options, but Guardiola's willingness to bring through young midfielders at Barcelona should act as encouragement for Foden. His performance against United in pre-season generated a lot of buzz as he impressed with a series of neat 1-2s in tight spaces and an array of well-chosen passes to outshine the established midfield opposition of Pogba and Herrera. Foden's play elicited quite a reaction from Pep Guardiola, who admitted, "I'd like to have the right words to describe what I saw." At 9 is PATRICH Cutrone at AC Milan. Cutrone will be hoping to forge a place for himself in Milan's first-team squad, despite the mass influx of new talent at the San Siro this summer, and his chances won't have been harmed by scoring against Craiova in the European qualifier. Capped for Italy from under-15s all the way up to under-19 level, Cutrone is a capable finisher and has a decent goal-scoring record at tournament level for the Italian age groups. His capabilities in one-on-one situations in front of goal have seen him draw comparisons to Christian Vieri, and the red and black side of Milan will hope Cutrone can replicate Vieri's propensity to score and not his tendency to move clubs. At 8 is Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid. Having been signed by Real Madrid for £38 million this summer, you'd expect Vinicius to have an impressive body of work on which his price tag was based. In fact, he had played less than 20 minutes of first-team football when the deal was agreed, so the pressure on the winger to succeed will be pretty considerable. Undeterred by Martin Odegaard's stagnancy, Madrid have chosen to invest in another 16-year-old who has impressed heavily so far for Brazil's under-17s, scoring 12 goals in 15 games. He's currently on loan to Flamengo until 2018, which should give him a big boost to succeed at Real. Blessed with the mercurial flair and attacking abilities of the archetypal Brazilian wonderkid, it'll be fascinating to see if he turns out to be the next Neymar, or if he joins the notable list of overhyped South American teenagers who couldn't quite cut it in Europe. At 7 is Justin Kluivert at Ajax. The name probably rings a bell, and Ajax fans will expect him to live up to his dad's name given the Dutch club's ability to consistently bring through promising academy players. Kluivert managed a couple of goals and 4 assists in a handful of games towards the end of last season, and the annual fire sale of young talent in Amsterdam means he should feature regularly this season. The ability to beat his man appears to come very naturally to him, and his youthful lack of fear should excite fans across Europe. If he can achieve similar levels of youth team success in the Eredivisie, then he is a shoo-in to join Seedorf, Schneider and Van der Vaart et al. On the list of young attacking players to thrive at the highest level. At 6 is REISS Nelson at Arsenal. Nelson enjoyed a strong season for Arsenal under-23s last season, scoring 7 goals and assisting 8. A capable dribbler, Nelson likes the ball to feet for the opportunity to do his man and deliver balls into the box. It doesn't take much to get the Arsenal fans excited these days, and Nelson's appearances in pre-season, accompanied by a cameo in the Charity Shield, have seen him added to the ever-growing list of potential club saviours. It'll be interesting to see if he makes the grade at Arsenal or joins the vast academy alumni network in the Championship and lower leagues. He's in with an outside shout to play in the Premier League if Arsenal suffer their traditional backlog of injuries, and failing that, he'll more than likely get a chance to prove his worth in the domestic cups and the Europa League. At 5 is Presnel Kimpembe at PSG. Elegant, poised and comfortable on the ball, Kimpembe looks to have the potential to be one of the best centre-backs in the world. His outstanding performance in PSG's 4-0 dismantling of Barcelona was a genuine pleasure to watch, as he played out from the back with composure beyond his years and was completely unfazed in shutting down the most talented front three in history. The Frenchman managed 19 league appearances last season, and with Thiago Silva now reaching the back end of his career, he can expect to become a permanent fixture at the heart of PSG's defence in the very near future. He will also be hoping to enjoy international tournament success with the French national side that boasts an embarrassment of riches in terms of good young players. At 4 is Thiago Maia at Lille. Maia secured a move to Lille this summer, having won an Olympic gold medal for Brazil last summer and the Campeonato Paulista twice with Santos. Definitely the most understated player in our Brazilian contingent of Wonderkids, Maia's talents are slightly less glamorous than his showboating compatriots. A box-to-box engine who excels at winning the ball back. Maia is equally adept at driving his team forward with direct running and passing. In his time at Santos, he averaged just shy of 3 tackles and 2 interceptions a game, whilst progressively improving his pass completion percentage from 80 up to 86. Best case scenario, he's the next Gilberto Silva. Worst case scenario, he adapts to European football with the same degree of success as Paulinho. At 3 is Dom Solanke at Liverpool. After failing to break into Chelsea's first team squad, as so many others have, Solanke has chosen to take his talents elsewhere in a bid to find regular first-team football. Liverpool have several centre-forward options already, but the striker will fancy his chances of rising up the pecking order following his success at the Under-20 World Cup, winning the Golden Ball award for the player of the tournament while scoring 4 goals along the way. With a solid and imposing frame, the physicality of the Premier League shouldn't be an issue for him, and his excellent finishing could see him picked ahead of Divock Origi or Danny Ings as soon as this season. Daniel Sturridge's perpetual injury woes shouldn't hurt his chances either. At 2 is Fabricio at Corinthians. Previously linked with Liverpool and Man United at the age of 16, before he'd even made a single senior appearance for Brazil, has displayed immense potential in the youth system at Corinthians. The playmaker routinely displays superb vision and evades defenders when under pressure to give himself time to play key passes in attack. These qualities have seen him draw comparisons with Kaká, a pretty worthy figure to try and emulate. On top of his natural capabilities in open play, the boy is very, very handy from free kicks. At 1 is Matthijs de Ligt at Ajax. It wouldn't be a Wonderkids list without at least a couple of Ajax players, would it? De Ligt had a pretty decent campaign by any 17-year-old standards last season, particularly in Ajax's Europa League run. Over the course of the season, De Ligt started 14 games, completed 85% of his passes, and even chipped in with a couple of goals in the Eredivisie. De Ligt has already appeared twice for the Dutch national team, without even establishing himself as a regular starter for his club. However, the sale of Jairo Rijderveld and Heiko Vesterman this off-season have cleared the path for the centre-back to get a full season under his belt. In doing so, he will hope to nail down a spot in the national side for years to come. That was Copper 90's Top 10 Wonderkids. If you think we missed any, leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Copper 90.